Yo, what's up, guys? Hope you're all doing good today. We're going to do a recap on this week and just talk about the weekly profilings and what happened. So, going into the week, we only had three good news, like good days to actually trade. Just Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, right? Tuesday, CPI. Monday with no news before CPI is just a no go. So, um, I made a mistake and traded on Monday, lost, and got chopped out, and we learned from it. But yeah, we pretty much only had three good days to trade right here: Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and even those 3 days, the Friday was probably the only decent day that we actually like. We kind of predicted it. Like I was expecting higher prices on Friday just because of the reversal on Thursday, but Friday, it was kind of like if or that. So it was either if this hits, if price comes up and market opens, and if it comes up into this, we can either see a rejection, or if it doesn't, then we will see a continuation higher and it breaks over this and turns into an inverse. So it was either or. But the rest of the days, I mean, they were just absolute trash. And that's all right. I mean, you gotta adapt to these types of market conditions to where you are able to make it out alive. At that point, you need to just focus on limiting your you're limiting your risk and lowering it during really bad weeks like this. And you expect for it to be a tough week. You do not want to come in the market and risk a lot of money. You want to lower your risk and just walk away with hopefully something. You want to save your capital for big weeks that you are going to be confident in your trades and you're going to have good news, the good economic calendar. I mean, all that stuff. You want to save it for those weeks. I mean, that doesn't mean not trade at all, because obviously we had a great move on Friday, and I won yesterday, and I finally, after a three-lost streak, I finally won a trade and made like 75% of my money back, right? Of course on demo, but we are starting the funded account this week. So my first funded account on the 50K account. I've been paper trading for about 6 months now, so every single day. So I'm excited, and we'll see how it goes. I'll do content on that. But yeah, pretty much let's get into it. So ES this week we had well, I always put up the prior week high and the prior week's low. I was just immediately expecting higher prices because we have been bullish for so long that might as well expect higher prices this week. So unless we see like a huge dip down like the beginning of the week, then I will mark out the prior week high and I don't even care about the prior week low. But I keep it in mind though. So prior week high, that was the main target for this week. And going into the week, right here on Monday, we dipped down into this volume balance once again. Completely filled it, right? So we had this volume balance. Nothing's bugging, bro. All right. We were in the volume balance, completely filled it, closed over it, and continued higher, right? So closed over it, and then I don't even know if you consider this an order block or not with this gap. I have no clue. So this kind of messed me up. So yeah, right here we got the low of the week. Usually Mondays and Tuesdays are the days that either create the high of the week or the low of the week. So either or Monday or Tuesday will create the high or low of the week. So that is a good reference point, possibly for a huge retracement if you're expecting a reversal, possibly Thursday and a continuation on Thursday or Friday, possibly a reversal in a whole market maker sell model in this instance. Where Monday we will most likely, this is a market maker sell model right here. We will finish it off on Monday or Tuesday next week. Yeah, I think next week we have nothing Monday, but we do have FOMC if I'm not mistaken. No, no, that's Wednesday. So we have FOMC on Wednesday. Next week's not a good week to trade. The day before FOMC is not a good day. Any hot, like super high impact news like that, like CPI, FOMC, non-farm payroll, you don't want to trade before those days. It doesn't matter if there's decent news like flash PMI. I mean, it doesn't matter. You're trading before FOMC. It's just going to be a lot of consolidation. So you do not want to trade those days. So I'm gonna take off Monday. No news Monday, so obviously not gonna trade. Tuesday, not gonna trade. Wednesday, not gonna trade. But Thursday and Friday is most likely not Fed Chair Powell speaks, so most likely not. So I'm either gonna buy the account this week on Thursday. I might buy my account this week for Thursday. But yeah, probably won't trade Friday. We'll see. I might trade the PM on Friday. So most likely we're gonna finish this market maker sell model off and tap this week's low next week, right? So we had the low of the week made on Monday. Tuesday continued higher. Hit this and remember we're on the 4-hour time frame. We hit this 4-hour fair value gap on Tuesday, retraced back down into around the 6 a.m. ish, and the market open in between there. Hit that and then continued higher right for the rest of the day. And then a ton of consolidation on Wednesday. Created some equal highs right here, or relatively equal highs. That's what I marked out. We can go in the hourly and we can see a little bit better. Relatively equal highs, very, very close. Or you can just consider this LR. We have failure swings, and then we take it out right here on Thursday. That's 4 a.m. right here. And we start to react off of it when market opens at 8. So, got the 4-hour again. We got the relatively equal highs right here. And we have this, the smart money reversal right here, which is the part of the market maker sell model. And at the time, I did not know this was going to be the part of the market maker sell model. This wasn't going to be the smart money reversal, because at the time it was Thursday, and I was expecting for us to possibly either reverse right here and continue higher on Friday and hit this prior week high, or just overall fail. But I was mostly bullish right here, so we can finish off and take out the prior week's highs. But that was my main thought process behind that, and it didn't work out. So this is kind of in hindsight, but I marked out this is a rejection block right here, the wicks of this rejection block, and we also have SMT across all the other indices. So if SMT, this is the failure swing right here on NASDAQ. Wait, let's pull this up real quick to see. Sorry, guys. Oh, my fault. Sorry here. Yeah, so. Right here. Failure swing as well. And then over here on Dow Jones, you see on Dow Jones, we create a higher high. All right. So SMT on all three indices. Obviously, Dow Jones, I mean, it took the prior week high, Tuesday? We did not take a prior week high at all. We didn't take the prior week high at all on NASDAQ or ES. So that's SMT right there, and there's manipulation of the markets. So next week, expecting us to have a continuation lower because of this huge SMT, this huge time frame SMT as well. So yeah, right here we have the smart money reversal. So we hit this high time frame PD ray, the rejection block. Relatively equal highs right here, and just dumps, right? That's the Thursday reversal. And then right here, we have this 4-hour SIBI. And we also have this, it's kind of sloppy, but we also have this 4-hour breaker block, right? So we had this breaker block and this 4-hour SIBI, right? And we tap into both and just dump on Friday as well, which is the, thank God it's Friday. So, wasn't expecting that, but it happened. Learned something new. That's all it's about, you know. And, so our main target's going to be this original consolidation, market maker sell model area right here for next week. And, yeah. Possibly on Monday, we might see a retracement back into this right here, this fair value gap, this 4-hour fair value gap right here. So, we'll see, and we'll be patient. Yeah, that's all it's about, you know. Just be patient, wait for your setup, simply. So, I did not set up NASDAQ for this video. Whoopsie daisy. But yeah, I mean, right here, this is the start of the week. Monday, Yeah, right here, the start of the week. So let me break this out real quick. Sorry, guys. So yeah, from CPI Friday, last Friday, we had, or NFP Friday, my fault. We had this decent size 4-hour inverse or SIBI right here. Tap into it, kind of wick around it, drop. This is on Wednesday. And right here we do have this very tiny, I really wouldn't even use this, but very tiny inverse fair value gap. Right, we have this really tiny inverse fair value gap as well as this 4-hour SIBI. And tapped into it right on Thursday and dumped, right? And then Friday, I don't even know. Friday didn't even like retrace or anything. Nothing. It just dumped. It just followed ES and all that and just dumped. Yeah, it really just. Let me check this out. I mean, it tapped back into the 50% level, the premium. So, other than that, I mean, we could jump into the hourly, maybe see something. No. I mean, the only thing that I would actually use at the time, and I did use on Friday, was this inverse fair value gap. Just for confirmation that ES was going to continue lower. Seeing both of these high time frame 1 hour inverse fair value gaps get completely disrespected and just completely ran through, you know. So that kind of just gave me confirmation that price was going to go lower on the ES and the indices. Going on the Dow Jones now. I should set up this one. I know. I'm like that. I'm Timothy Higgins. It's right here. Pro week high. Took it out on Tuesday, right? And this was the low of the week right here that we formed, right? So we formed the low of the week on Monday. Like I said, Mondays and Tuesdays, either the low of the week or the high of the week is made. And then we take out the prior week highs on Tuesday. And also you see this order block here, this 4-hour order block at 2 a.m. Market opens right here at 6, validates this order block, and then 10 o'clock retraces back down into it for a continuation higher. All right. And then Wednesday, kind of like the other indices, just a bunch of trash. I mean, you can consider it just retracing back down into this fair value gap, 4-hour fair value gap, for a continuation higher a little bit more until we take out these buy stops right here. Take out these buy stops. And then we just drop. We do have this 4-hour SIBI, never gets retraced back into. It's okay, right? Set up this 50% level from this high to this low, and we have a retracement on Friday. So we have this retracement, and we also have this 4-hour BISI right here that gets inversed and disrespected right here on this candle. It gets closed over. So this BISI, this 4-hour BISI, is now an inverse fair value gap. I talk a lot about this video in my other videos, so you're probably getting annoyed at this point. And it inverses back down or back up into the 4-hour inverse fair value gap, and it drops on Friday. But yeah. Oh yeah, my fault. And yeah, we're just targeting once again. We're just going back down into this huge volume imbalance. We still haven't filled the imbalance like the other indices. So we're still just going through it, up and down, back into it. So now go on the DXY. We have this huge retracement upwards into this daily SIBI, right? So we have this daily SIBI right here. But you always want to expect price, like I said in my other video, my recap yesterday, I think it was. You want to expect price to hit the fair value gap above it. If there's two fair value gaps above each other, you always expect it to hit the one above it if you're in a, I guess you could say, bullish scenario. Because if this is inversed, you would expect for price to hit the bottom one. So in this scenario, expecting lower prices right here. So I'm expecting price to come up here and hit this second one and then drop. All right. But I mean, it can enter in the first one and drop. But most of the time, it's going to at least try to wick into the second fair value gap. But yeah, so kept that in mind. So right here, really not much to really go over DXY, but we have this Monday, because a lot of it's just chop. Monday, we have this BISI right here, creates this busy. Taps into it on Tuesday. Yeah, taps into it on Tuesday. And also taps into this 4-hour order block as well. Pushes higher. Let me get rid of this real quick. Pushes higher. And then kind of consolidates again. Drizzles all the way back down to this 4-hour fair value gap again. As well as taking these sell stops out. Taking out these sell stops from Tuesday for a continuation higher. We get a big push from this, right? And then we have this 4-hour SIBI as well that gets inversed, and that just proves my plan that price would continue higher on DXY. So pushing higher now, and overall just targeting this daily SIBI. And then next week, hopefully, I mean, it depends. We are expecting lower prices next week just to fix. I don't even know what I'm saying. Just to finish off this market maker sell model, right? This huge market maker sell model. So until then, I mean, it'll probably only take a day or two. Definitely by FMC, we will hit this low right here and finish off this market maker sell model. But until then, I'm expecting higher prices on the DXY, and then possibly by Monday we could maybe be up here, or whenever it does end up finishing the market maker sell model on the ES. Hopefully it can be like up here, completely fill in this daily SIBI, and then drop from there for price to continue upward on the ES. But who knows? We might close over this 4-hour SIBI and inverse and continue higher. My overall trend, or my overall high time frame thesis for DXY is lower prices, because we are in this huge market maker sell model right here. So yeah, y'all enjoyed today's video. Drop a like and subscribe. Hope y'all found today's video helpful, and y'all have a good day. Peace.